Hi YouTube lovers, welcome back to Shayla's Journey to Success. I'm so happy to have you all here, and obviously if you're here for a reason. Whether it be supporting me because you're one of my best subscribers ever, or you're new to this channel and you're wanting to know how in the world am I going to pass the NCLEX exam. Trust me, as a two-time taker, I know exactly what you're going through, been there, done that, and now I'm a registered nurse. So stick around, and if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can get more of these videos and so much more on my journey to success. As well as if you're returning, I love you, I thank you for staying with Team Success, and just don't forget to hit the like button. I see you in a little bit. Okay, so let's get real. I'm not going to try to hold you all too long. I've written out my game plan. I'm doing the top 5 things that I think are going to be the best tips and strategies for you to pass this nursing exam, NCLEX RN to be specific. You've done all the hard work, and I congratulate you from the bottom of my heart. I've been there, I lived there, I sweated, I cried, I did all of it. I probably even bled a few times, but I'm here with you, and I'm just so proud of you. Make sure you pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself. As much as your family and friends are doing it, they don't know how it really feels, right? I do, and I'm here to help you. So I just want to give you the 5 main things that I think is going to get you over that long mountain that you've been climbing up and just getting you to the success side of it all, because you are on Shayla's Journey to Success. So let's begin. I really want you to start out, after you watch this video, continuously to keep this all in your mind, okay? Number 1, and I will continue to look down and make sure I'm on track because I don't want to get off. Don't want to get off on anything extra. I want you to understand and get the meat and bones or meat and potatoes of everything that I want you to take out of this video, okay? So number 1, I want you to deeply dig down within your heart. You've done so much. I know you're tired of studying. I didn't know if you were even going to pass that course or even see the day of graduation, but you've made it this far. So number 1, rid yourself of any negative thoughts and that self-doubting mindset that you may have been lingering on or holding on to as you were going through your journey to success in nursing school. Nursing school is long, nursing school is hard, and all the hiccups that you came across, I know and sometimes could have made you feel like, why am I doing this? You know, you questioned it every day, maybe every night before you woke up for another exam. You questioned yourself, right? Don't do that any longer. You are here. You've made it this far. You are one of millions who have made it this far, but that makes you stand apart from the one of millions. I had to take the exam, the NCLEX exam, twice. You will see up top that I had to do this over because I failed it, obviously, and it was the worst feeling ever. So if this is your first time going to take the NCLEX, you got this. Do not sweat it. If this is going to be your repeat number 2 or number 3, whatever the number may be, let go. Let that be the past and get rid of any of that negative thought of I'm not good enough. I'm not going to make it. I won't pass this exam. That's boo. You know the rest. Honestly, you have this in the bag, my friend. Female, male, whatever, whoever you are watching this, near or far, you got this in the bag. Be confident. Be proud of yourself that you've overcome all them hard exams, all the ATIs or the HESI test exams that you had to take. You're done with that part, and that truly is the hardest part. They made this exam to be, you know, nerve-wracking and very anxiety-invoking, but that doesn't mean it's the end-all, be-all. Take your time. Let go of those negative thoughts. And one way of doing that is obviously, you know, just writing down affirmations. When I failed that exam, I took a trip, got away, and recouped and refreshed myself. I began writing. As you see my board, that's one of my business boards, but you can see the sticky notes alongside, at the bottom, should I say. I love sticky notes. Write affirmations. I had them along my window in my glass mirror in my bathroom. Whenever I woke up, whenever I went to go wash my face, whenever I was washing my hands, whenever I was doing my hair, that's what I was reading, so that I had those confident affirmations to remind me that I am worthy of being a registered nurse. I am good enough, and you are too, my friend. Number 2, I'm giving that to make sure you have a game plan entirely, not 100%. You're never going to be perfect, but have a game plan and be organized. When your girl says organized, trust and believe that failed the first time. That was an oopsie on my behalf. I thought I had a game plan. I used UWorld. You can use Hurst. I feel like I'm not giving credit to someone. NCSBN, the company that created the NCLEX itself, whichever one works for you. They were very helpful for me. I will not lie to you. So it's up to you, honestly. Kind of feel around on their website, look up practice examples of questions or the review itself, and try to dig around and find what works for you, because everything did not work for me. When I say get a game plan, that means your material, a timeline of how the length of time, whenever you get your ATT date and time, get that organized, boom, plan. I already checked it off your list, right? Now let's say, I don't know if I want to do it in a month or if I need 3 months. It's perfectly fine. Everybody's life is what it is, different, right? So do what you need to do, plan accordingly for yourself. And when I say organize, okay, babies, 1 second. When I say organize, I carry my bag that my best friend blessed me with. Shout out to my best friend Whitney, always. She blessed me with this bag, right? This bag was on my arm. Whew. And I'm telling y'all, and I'm speaking from the experience for round 2, because round 1 was a fail for a reason. I wasn't prepared, I wasn't organized, and this is why it's number 2 on my list. Be prepared. Be prepared to pass. Set yourself up for success, and that's what it's gonna be, honey. Whenever you take that test, you're gonna pass. I got you. You got this. Don't hesitate and don't doubt yourself. Number 1, you got this. So be organized. Have a game plan. Organize it out. Get your printouts. Whatever you feel is the best, do it. Whatever you're using for your review, if there's PDFs, print it off. Put it in a binder. Have something to always go right back to. Okay? That wasn't the only one. I kept this bag and it looked like it was heavy, right? It was. We were in school for 2 years. Me 2.5, 3, because I also had another setback, failed a course. When I'm telling y'all, I understand the pain, I understand the struggle. You came to the right channel. I've been there, I've done that, I felt that, I passed that, I experienced that, I lived through it, and I am on the other side of triumph because I am now a registered nurse. You got this. Let all that negativity be behind you, because that's all it is, trash. Let it be in the dumpster. Drop it off and keep on pushing. So be organized, be prepared. Like I said, that wasn't my only one I carried. I tried different resources. There's not going to always be that one-stop shop for a resource. So whenever you get something that, hey, that actually clicked, that actually worked. I was blessed to get the notes for the Klimek, I believe it's pronounced. His stuff was another one. Some own little sticky notes, I went a little handmade, a little ghetto on y'all, but it works, okay? Label what you need, and so that his stuff registered to me. Did it help me pass the first exam? No. But did I throw it away? I did not. I continued to keep my resources in my notes that I felt like did work and helped me and clicked. If I was prepared and planned it out and not rushed it or just assumed I was going to be a genius on the NCLEX, yeah, I probably would have passed first time. But I put in the time. So when I say organize it out, get your review plan in order, whatever you're going to choose, whichever you've already selected after you got your date. Get that, realize that that is the game plan. If other things come up, they come up. There's 2 resources that I'm going to put you on that I'm going to tell you from this day forward. You're going to be set. I'm not saying again that this is, and I'm going to keep saying this is not going to be the end all be all, but these are vital. So number 1 is the Saunders Strategies books. I do not have that physically with me because I just rented it after I got prepared for the second exam. And I highly recommend that you get that strategies book. That book right there was a game changer for me. After doing the Klimek's notes, that was not enough. That book, Saunders' book, praise them, that became like my little Bible. They gave me so many tips and strategies that I was mind blown. I didn't even know some of these things, just little things. I mean, we'll go into that a little bit more. But the other book that gave me life that I would say is a big, huge resource that I suggest for you to do what you need to do and then use this as your, it's a cram book. Let's just get to the point. So my sticky note that I refer to is everywhere and I'm keeping it on there, but I'm going to remove it so you can see the name of the book, and I'm going to pop it up on here as well so you'll see the author and everything. I got this at Barnes & Noble. I was like, ooh, I'm going to get back into my reading. I don't know what my notes say. Oh, yeah. This was dope. So like I said at the top, Cliff Notes, straight to the point. Whomever the author is, Michael Reed, MSN, RN, CCRN, boom, boom, whole bunch of letters, right? You know he the business. That man talks to you like I'm talking to you. He's straight to the point. I really hope you all are enjoying this video. I know I may talk a lot, but I'm telling you, it's all for a purpose. I'm not trying to ramble and talk about me. I want to feed and give you what you need. So if you are enjoying it, please don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe if you have not. It's the big red button down below, and it says it. It says it. I swear it says it. Subscribe. All right, moving along. Number 3, let's make test strategies make sense. Like I said, the Saunders textbook was dope. It was dope. The cram book also gave me life, and it gave me little hints and tips and cues that I was not already aware of and in tune with. So it helped me a lot. There are, make sure I got it right, 3 main things on this third bullet point that I want to point out. So I'm going to read off my paper so I don't butcher anything. I just really want you to understand what I'm saying, because these things are the simplest things that when approaching your questions that I was missing. So what can kill my patient the quickest, the fastest, first, basically, right? That right there continued to linger in my head, and I would read it and I would hear it. I'm like, cool, great. Anything can kill my patient, right? No, I really had to hone in, and I believe it was when I was doing the Saunders book and then going into the cram book later on, is when it really started resonating with me. Oh, I'm telling y'all, approach it. Oh, I got these 4 patients. Nah, she can hang on a little bit longer. It's the same thing as the who would you see first type thing, but it's literally what can kill my patient the fastest, or the first, the soonest or earliest out of the other 3 options. So you would choose that one first. I'm telling you, I hope that's making sense, because it didn't. Like I said, I failed, so I must have been a little bit slower anyways. But, when you start hearing it more and then applying it to more questions, it clicks. It wasn't just, they have this disorder and they're in this room with, this patient. No, it's more of like digging deep and reading into knowing that pathophysiology, knowing the signs and symptoms to look for, and then saying, well, if this is going, A and B is happening, that patient's going to be the one that I need to see first, or it will die the soonest. Real talk. The second one is, quotations, worst case scenario. So it's in the same context. Like I'm telling you, these are the ones that I was kind of, I guess, just overlooking or not thinking deep enough, in the sense of, okay, what are they asking me? Why am I getting these questions wrong when I could just simply keep asking these type of questions to myself? In your head, think about it as you go to that question. You may not know every situation that's in the question or the stem of the question and everything, but once you go through A, B, and C, and D, hey, what's the worst case scenario? Okay, this person was in a motor accident. Oh, okay, well, cool. But was it spinal damage, or was it the brain? Think about it. Another huge factor, and I'm gonna be real, I didn't even write this down, it just hit me. Another major factor that was that came to my awareness as I was studying this time was the larger organs. What organ is being affected? Because would I be more concerned if it was my heart? Oh, I put it up there. My heart or my brain? Those are 2 major ones, right? So it's just going into order. Then the last one that I really wanted to hit on was that my professor added was, ask yourself, why would you, Mr., Mrs., need to know this? And when I say that is, as you're studying the different disorders and you're going into the thousands of side effects or adverse effects, pinpoint on those major ones that continuously repeat themselves. Even if it's about this medication versus this medication, but they're both psych drugs, about an antidepressant, or maybe it's an anti-anxiety drug. Even if they're so similar, why would I need to know that? And that goes back to what I had to continuously dig and understand. I had that one of my sticky notes in the bathroom. Oh, ask myself, what are the common side effects of this drug or this, this illness? What are the certain signs and symptoms that I would see? Okay, cool. Why would I need to know this? Well, because I'm trying to pass the NCLEX. Yeah, We know that too. But it had to be more of that in-depth thinking and not analyzing as a nurse should do, not just observing. I can see it, but then I need to think and go into the systems of those larger organs and how is that affecting, okay, my kidneys are doing this and not perfusing so well. How is that affecting my heart? Overload, afterload, preload, boom. Okay, that's major. So why do I need to know that? Oh, well, that may be why that person is having so much trouble breathing, or their blood pressure may be elevated, even though they don't just have diabetes, or they're just not eating a whole bunch of sodium. All these factors playing together. And as I continue to study, I swear to God, y'all, I was just like, wow, whoa. It started to click, and when it starts to click, and my professors continue to say that, you're going to start having those aha moments. The fact that I was having so many aha moments after taking the, finishing nursing school was like, dang, mind blown, what I paid for, but it made sense because they, prepared us for this, right? So you got this. So remember, what can kill my patient the fastest or the soonest, whichever way you want to phrase it. I'll have it up there for you. Worst case scenario, so whom I need to see first, that's going to be my answer. And pay attention to, the leading negative or positive cues that they put in your questions. Are they asking you first, best, who can be, released earliest? Pay attention to that stuff. But as you're doing that, pay attention to what can kill my patient, worst case scenario, and then ask yourself, why as a nurse, as I'm studying, do I need to know this? So that it'll resonate with you. So when you're taking that exam, that's why I need to know it. So one other thing I wanted to show you on terms of these tips and strategies, little cues. As I said, I'm a sticky note connoisseur. I mean, they're everywhere in this house. They're everywhere I go. And I just wanted to show you that everybody has their own style and method. This is round 2 for me, and I was over feeling like, that self-doubt. I'm not going to make it. Your girl made it, and that's because she put in the time and made little stupid sticky notes, whatever you call it. I'll just zoom in on some of them. So everybody has their quick cheat sheets. You got this, my friend. Everyone has little quick cheat sheets to make everything, the day before the exam. It's a little messed up, but just different things, you'll see. And this is going to make you look like, oh yeah, do you remember this? Okay. Little acronyms that I started learning. I used them as I studied, and then I put them on here so that these colors will pop to me, that they will stand out. Again, we all learn and things resonate longer and retain, should I say, memory differently for each person. So whatever works for you, hun, do it. That's all I got for number 3. Okay, number 4, remember your order. Simple, easy. You probably heard it plenty of times. I'm gonna make sure it clicks with you, right? So when you're approaching and answering your questions, I want you to do your 3 orders. ABCs, Maslow's hierarchy, and 3rd, the nursing process. When I tell you my sticky notes was life, that's what I mean. So this is how my sticky notes really started on the door. ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation. You know that. You got that in the bag, and you better not have any self-doubt on that, because that's what started the whole process in school, right? So we got that. ABCs, start there first. Secondly, and this is how you approach your questions. Is this question going to be if the airway's jacked up, the breathing's off, the circulation, I need to look at something in the blood, I need to do, what am I looking for, right? Well, when you don't have any of that, move on along, and let's look at our hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy. Okay, well, and specifically, if you don't remember, write it down. And then nursing process. If you don't remember it, write it down, but I know you got it ingrained in your memory. Again, I just wrote it down. So I changed my, the ADPI is how I learned it. But then as I was studying, again, I started seeing different ways, and then it started resonating. But I'm saying, remember those 3 process of, elimination. You already know 2 of them ain't gonna make sense half the time, or they're all, they're the trash. Get them out the way. You got those last 2. Well, again, let's hit our ABCs. Oh, that's not it. Let's move on along. What else do I have? Maslow's hierarchy. Oh, okay. Well, let's see if any of this makes sense. Well, are we going to worry about the physical? If ABCs was past W, most likely not. But let's just think about it. And then we're going to move on to our nursing process. So what do we always start with? Assessment. We can't do anything to our patient if we don't know what's going on with our patient. Assess, assess, assess. And to finally get to the end of it all, because you made it with your girl. To finish it all off and get off your screen, number 5, the last part of it all. There's so much more I can be telling y'all and feeding you all, but with those 2 strategy books, I know you're going to do phenomenal on top of all the other work that you've already been putting into, your preparing and studying. So the 5th thing would be to relax the day before the exam. You put in so much work. You've grinded this hard. You have your diploma, whether it be associates or bachelor's. You are done. You're done with that stuff, right? I don't say throw your books away and throw it all away. But what I'm saying is just to relax. If you have your sticky notes, if you have a cheat sheet that you've printed off, typed up, written out, whatever it may be, I won't lie, you can look at that, but don't overdo it. Please do not overdo it. I'm telling you, you've worked so hard. Your brain is so tired, okay? Even if you feel like your mind is just racing, it's tired of racing. It's tired of running in circles to understand the process or, break down, the different ways to count how much of a percentage of a burn is on the body. It's over it, Just give it time to relax. You deserve it. Because after that, I'm telling you, you're still not done. You're going to pass this exam and it's going to be full throttle. Everything nursing. You ready to work, you ready to do this, everything's going to be all up in the air. But the time before the exam, take that for you. Take that as a time to meditate, take that time to reflect, take that time to pray, to just take time for you. Relax, recoup, re-energize, hydrate yourself, and be prepared to become a nurse. You know what I'm saying? You won't get your answer the same day, but your days are going to be ending real soon of studying every single day, and you deserve it. So rest, eat a good, hearty, nice meal at night, get a steak, have a wine, watch a movie, and then rest early. Go to sleep at a decent time. Relax. Do not, and I advise you, and I took this advice because I messed up the first one. I'm telling you, I'm giving you all the gems because what I already been through, I don't want you going through. Don't take any sleep supplements. Don't do no melatonin. Don't do any of that. You don't even need no herbal tea because you think it's going to soothe you. You either want a glass of wine or you go to sleep. Okay? Relax. The victory is here. And I just want to leave you with one quote that I say to you. Release the enemy and claim your victory. Because my friend, you're nearing the end of your long nursing, pre-nursing journey, because the journey is just beginning, and I'm so happy for you. God bless. I'm sending love, light, and peace, and the victory is yours. Again, release that enemy and claim your victory. I really hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Your girl has more to come, and I'm here for you. Comment me up, message me, email me if you need to, or reach out on my social medias. Until next time, mwah, bye.